kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Solomon. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Sets his feet, it's Mahad. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Eli Holstein to throw. Right side, it's Abrams. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Left side, it's Abrams. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Offense will try to get things going on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got the first down. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. Defense all over him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Mahan. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense in an empty set. Here's Holstein to throw. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Scanning the field, it's Mahan. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Chroma. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air. It's Mahan. Rolls right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. The give is to Williams. There he goes. Inside the 50. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Pass to 6. There's a crease. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Running inside, it's Croma. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Croma. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Buying time to his right. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was...
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Duke. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Abrams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Throwing, Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Throws to the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Hudson. Turning it on. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down. Well,
long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Holstein to the air again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And the extra point is good. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moves the pocket. It's Mahan. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Making the adjustment on the play. Rashida Downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Little. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Hits inside, it's Croma. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the back in the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Holstein still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. A strike downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Eli Holstein to throw. Rushes on. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got his man on the outside. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. And the gun on 3rd down. Here's Holstein. Touchdown, Red Raider! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Right down the middle. Left side, it's Gregory. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Here's Holstein to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing, Holstein. In the backfield, it's Abrams. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Calls his own number. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there, but whether it's